Welcome class 8 students. Students, welcome in our e-learning classes of Bardhan Model School. Today I will take your physics class and today I discuss the chapter light. Okay, that is the 16th chapter of your NCERT science book and that is the part 1. So students, first of all I will mention the what topic are to be discussed in the class. I will discuss all the topic. The topics are first of all introduction. Then I will discuss the classification of object. Then I will discuss laws of reflection. Then image formed by plane mirror. Okay, image formed by plane mirror, that is regular reflection. Six, diffuse reflection. Seventh, regular reflection, diffuse reflection, and then multiple image. Eight, kaleidoscope. 9, human eye. 10, sun. 11 is Braille system. Braille system for visually challenged persons. So these topics I will discuss one by one. First of in today's class I will discuss the first two, 1 and 2, that is introduction and classification of object. First of all students, just at the beginning of this chapter I want to tell you that have you ever thought what enables us to see the object around us, to see the beautiful world around us? Can you have you ever thought that? That answer is light. Okay, light enables us to see everything in our world. So first of all, if I ask that when do we see anything, that suppose you enter in your room at night of 8:30 p.m. okay, and the switch of the tube light of your room is off. Then when you enter the room, then you cannot be able to see anything in the room, and after that just you switch on the tube light, then you will be able to see everything in your room. So one thing it is clear, I am able to see everything everything in our world, and you also in that case you will be able to see everything in your room on the only the help of light. So light help us to see everything. Next student, if I asked how are we able to see everything, how are we able to see everything in our world? Okay, first of all, something which are so the question is, how are we able to see anything around us? The answer is something which is providing you light. That object you can see directly. Okay, but how can you see that pen and any other object which don't have their own lights? The phenomena, what happens there, that is reflection. Light emitting from a source falls on the pen or any other object, then it gets reflected, and that reflected ray that reflected. I will discuss the reflected ray, what is incident ray, what is reflection in the next class. Now I am telling that reflected ray reach to our eye, and after that then we will be able to see the pen or anything in around us. So students, I have discussed that when do we see and how are we able to see anything, the object which have own light and which don't have their own light. Okay, next things, what are the important things that helps to see the object around us? The first of all, light as well as eye. Okay, without both of them, light and eye, both of them are important to see any object. Okay, because without eye we cannot see anything, and without the help of light, we cannot see anything. Because just before 2 minutes I have given the example that if you enter in a dark room, when switch is off in that room, we cannot, that time our eye is able to see, eye is also capable, but without light we cannot see. Okay, so light and eye both are the important to see anything in the world. Okay students, next, what is luminous object? Luminous object means, students, those objects who have their own light. Luminous object means those objects which have their own light. These objects are called luminous objects. For example, sun. Okay, this type of object can able to produce their own light. They can emit the light. And another things, non-luminous object. What is non-luminous? Just opposite of them. So what is non-luminous object? Non-luminous object means the objects which do not have their own light. Those objects are called non-luminous. So for example, moon. Okay. Without sunshine, without sun ray, we cannot see the moon, because we see the moon only for the sun ray or sunshine. Sun ray falls on the moon, and after that reflecting to the earth, and by that reflected ray we can able to see the moon. So moon do not have its own light. It is a non-luminous object. We see the moon with the help of sunshine or sun ray. So example of non-luminous object, that is moon. Next students, classification of object. Due to the property of light can pass through the object or not. First of all, opaque. Okay, opaque means those, or medium, you can say also it medium, those objects through which light cannot pass. Okay, light cannot pass. Okay, light cannot travel. Okay, so those objects are called, those medium are called opaque. That is, for example, actually in our world, in around us, maximum mediums are opaque object. That is, for example, wall, that whiteboard, and everything. Okay, everything. Okay, that is the opaque object. It means through which light cannot pass. Second, transparent. Transparent means through which light can pass. For example, glass. Through the glass light can pass. Through the glass we can see the object. It means that object is transparent. And translucent. Translucent means the object or medium through which light can pass partially. Light can travel partially. That is translucent object or translucent medium. If you want to define, classify any medium, you can also divide it into three. That's opaque medium, transparent medium, and translucent medium. So what is translucent medium? That is partially. Partially light can pass, light can travel. That medium or object is called translucent object. For example, milk glass. Okay, milk glass is an example of translucent object. So students, we classified the object based on the property that light can pass or not passing through it. Okay, next light can travel through a straight line. Okay, so light can pass, light can move through a straight line, along the straight line. That property is known as rectilinear property or rectilinear propagation. Rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, rectilinear propagation of light. That is the rectilinear propagation of light. That property is light can move, light can pass through a straight line. That's why that property, that moving through a straight line, is called rectilinear propagation of light. Okay, that is the rectilinear property of light. Now one experience we can do easily in our home, that is through which we can establish that light can travel through a straight line. Just take a straight tube, okay, and put here a candle. If you keep your eyes here, okay, that time you can see the candle flame. Okay, it is a straight tube. Next, just replace that straight tube by a curved type tube. Okay, curved type tube. If you now, after keeping the curved type tube here, if you put your eyes here, okay, that time you will not able to see the candle flame. By this experiment, we can establish that light can pass through a straight line, and that property, that light is moving through a straight line, is known as rectilinear propagation of light. Student, today I have discussed up to this. Next day I will discuss the reflection, laws of reflection, regular reflection, and diffuse reflection. Okay students, thank you.